Good evening, everybody. Thank you for tuning in today. So, we will be doing our flip-flop wreath kit today for everybody who purchased the flip-flop kit. And this is our sign that we're going to be using. Welcome with the flip-flops. It's cute. And we've got purple, pink, yellow, white. And so, everybody who received a kit got the sign. They got the wreath form. This is a 24-inch wreath form. They got a roll of 21-inch yellow mesh and a 10-inch roll of the hot pink. And so we're going to be putting it together on tonight. And I've cut most of it so that we won't be here all night long doing this. Good evening. How are you? So thank you for everyone who purchased the kit. This was our first kit going out, so I was super excited about that. So everybody got it, and when I sent the kits out, I sent out instructions. Hi, Rhonda. Please remember to like and share on our page, on your page as well, we appreciate it. And so if you were not able to purchase this kit, we will have other kits coming up. So we're going to get this one done first. So I'm going to try to answer questions as I go. I'm great. How are you this evening? And just so that we can make it easy for everybody, and I will focus in on the ladies who purchase the kits, but if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll try to come back at the end to answer any questions that I left off. Okay, guys? Awesome. So I'm going to move the camera down so you can see what I am doing. Let's see. To the table. Okay, awesome. Let me move this out of the way. Okay. So in the kits, I sent out a ruler to everybody. It's just a regular wooden 12-inch ruler. And then I sent out 2 zip ties as well. And so what we do, we use the zip ties, guys, this is, again, our flip-flop wreath kit. Move my stool back because I can not sit down and make a wreath. It's our flip-flop wreath kit. And so what we do is we use the ties to help balance out our poufs. But you receive the ruler to kind of help you measure because everybody doesn't have the cutting board. So you have the ruler to help you with that, okay? Get this out of the way. Over here. Okay. So remember, ladies, I said you need scissors and patience. So we're going to be patient on tonight because if it's your first time, don't be so hard on yourself. We are our worst critics, guys, okay? And it's nothing that you can do that we cannot fix. So we're going to start at the bottom. Move the ties. And you need one of your ties, okay? Yellow mesh, the 21-inch. You're going to open it up. Just right here so you can see. I'm going to move this out of my way so I can focus. I need some space here, okay? Can you guys see the table okay? All right, we're going to get started. So you're going to find a starting point on your wreath. I always like to open up one. So this is the tie. And so the zip tie, your first zip tie that you have, what did I do with it? I'll take it here. Yes, we are our worst critics. So your first zip tie, you're going to put it approximately, this is why you had a ruler, guys. Look. You're going to put it approximately 4 inches from the Wreath tie, okay? I'm putting it in right here. And I'm putting it through the middle hooks right here. So about 4 inches from it. So right after the last tie, but 4 inches before your first tie, okay? You're going to scrunch it up, just like if you were doing the butterfly effect. Y'all know that's what I call my ruffles. It just sounds prettier. You're going to scrunch it up tight here, okay? Thank you, Rhonda. So you see how this comes up right here. This is how you're going to bunch it up, okay? And the reason that we use the zip tie is so that we secure the mesh and it doesn't come loose when you're shipping it out to your customer. When you're hanging it on your door, the zip tie will secure it. So that's why I like using the zip tie. So we're going to put it in the zip tie here. And you're just going to pull it tight. Pull it all the way up. And if you have issues with your hands, then you're going to get your pliers out, your needle nose, and pull it with that. Can you guys see? Pull it tight as you can. Okay? Thank you. And this is the yellow 21 inch. So you see we have it attached with the zip tie, right? You can trim this off. You don't necessarily have to because it's all going to be covered up anyway, but you can trim it down some if you choose. And get rid of that. Once you have it on there nice and tight, you will take your cut clippers and clip this off. So this piece, you don't even need it. Throw it away. All right, guys. And the reason I wanted to come on YouTube and do it is just I like to be able to give you guys some one-on-one. So I got the mesh from Sims Pottery. It's one of my favorite places. I love Sims. But I got it from Sims. So we're going to do 10-inch poufs, okay? So I sent the ruler out, and you're going to kind of measure it until you get comfortable and you can kind of pull it through. You'll kind of measure the 10 inches, okay? And pull it just like that, okay? And then you're going to go into the first Wreath hole, the Wreath ties. The ties that's actually on the Wreath. You're going to the first one, and you're going to twist it tightly twice. Everything tonight came from Sims. Even the Wreath forms, the ribbon choices, everything came from Sims. Okay? And so you're going to go all the way. We're going to do the bottom first. You're going to go all the way around the bottom. And if you have a mat, self-healing mat, you'll measure out 10-inch poufs. And we're going to go all the way around, okay? Miss Rhonda, I sold the kits on Unbewreathable. We put them out for everybody. And the ladies were able to purchase the kits. And then the next kit, I'm thinking it's going to be a July the 4th theme, but we sell them at Unbewreathable. Yes, ma'am. And I packed those kits with love this time, too. So, yes. So, everybody, you got your ruler. So, once you see how it is open, like it's flat. Hey there. You're going to take your ruler on the inch side, and you're going to measure 10 inches. Because we're doing a 10-inch poufs. That's why one of the reasons you have a ruler. And put your loops in. And you're going to twist it twice. Tight as you can get it. And that's okay because you got to come back and put all your other stuff in it. No, Miss Porter, that is my page. I don't have an Etsy shop set up just yet. So you purchased it off of Facebook, and I also invoice my ladies through PayPal. I have some ladies that utilize Cash App, but that is how they're able to purchase it. I post it on my page every time we have a kit for sale. So I will be sure to tag you next time. Craft Outlet. I like Craft Outlet as well. They have pretty stuff. Yep, I like Craft Outlet. Another place I like is Trendy Tree. They have really pretty things as well. Ribbon especially. So yes. What are you guys' favorite place to shop from? Okay, so we're doing 10-inch poofs for those just joining. So we're going to go around the whole, right now we're going around the bottom of the Wreath frame. This is a 24-inch frame. And we're tying each one twice. Awesome, thank you. We're doing a 10-inch poofs. And if you are not able to kind of measure it with your, just in your head, I sent you a nice little ruler. And you can measure it out with your ruler. Craft Outlet, yep, that's a good one. Okay. Ladies, if you have any questions while you're doing it, please ask me. I can kind of keep up with you so I can make sure that you're getting it. One of the key things to making a pretty wreath is patience, guys. You have to be patient with yourself. Because it's easy to get frustrated because you see all of these people doing it and you're like, oh my goodness, their wreath is perfect. What is wrong with my wreath? Just patience. Just patience and practice. Perpetual ribbons. Oh, I will have to look that up. I've never heard of that. Awesome. See? Learn something new. So I'm coming around to the last one at the bottom. I'm going to put it in. Patience, patience. Okay. So we went all the way around the bottom, right? Don't worry about poofing yet. Now we're going up to the top. We're not going to cut it. We're just going to take it and move it, go straight up to the wire and take a 10-inch poof. And we're going to go straight up. You see that? Look. So we're at the bottom. We're just going to pull it straight up to the top. No cutting. We want to cut as less as possible. Okay? Remember, we're measuring out 10 inches. We're going to go all the way around. Okay. So tonight's kit is the flip-flop wreath kit. It came with a 21-inch roll of yellow mesh, deco mesh, that was purchased at Sam's, and a 10-inch roll. We're doing 10-inch poofs now. So we'll do the frame. And I'm going to try not to move so fast, okay? We're going 10 inches out. Remember, we're only twisting the ties twice because we got to leave space for our ribbons to go in here. We have other mesh as well. So remember, guys, if you're not sure, use your ruler. We're doing 10 inches out. We go 10 inches and pull it up. Okay. My ladies was like, why did we get a ruler? Wish you could buy it from a store. This is yellow. Let's see. Yellow iridescent. So it has like some silver flecks in it. It's yellow. Is it too bright? Do I need to change the lighting? Let's see. Is that better? Can you see? It is yellow. Let's see if I move this. No, it does look a little clear, but it's yellow. Let me fix this. Uh-oh. Okay. Now you can see. Is that better? Awesome. Okay. So we're going around the top now. Because in our sign we have yellow, purple, hot pink, blue, and white. Awesome. Thank you guys. Hey, Miss Davis. You're not missing much. So what we're doing is we're going around our wreath with our 21-inch mesh. You're going to take your ruler and measure out 10-inch puffs. Okay? And if you missed the beginning, you can always go back. It'll be here on YouTube, so you can always go back and watch it. And if you purchase the kit, we can always have a phone conversation as well to make sure you have what you need. Okay, ladies? Because I want your first experience to be a great experience. So we're doing 10-inch poufs. You're going to use your ruler to measure. I know some of my ladies are like, why don't I have a ruler? But that's why, because everybody doesn't have the mat. Okay, so now we're back around twice. So we can do one of two things. We can keep going. Hi, Vicki. We can keep going, or we can take the zip tie and cut it off. What I am going to do is I'm going to keep going. I like my wreaths to be nice and full. If you purchase the kit, you might as well go ahead and use up the mesh. And if not, if you want to tie it off now, you can. You can just hang tight till I finish getting this one in. Okay, and I'll show you. So after I go around the top and the bottom, then I go from top to bottom, alternating in between, okay? That way you get it good and full. Oh no. Okay. Guys, please remember to subscribe to my YouTube page. We are trying to grow on YouTube. I will be uploading some tutorials next week. I think our next week will be the Easter wreath using all the Dollar Tree supplies to show you how you can make a beautiful wreath with those supplies. So if you are just getting started or you're on a budget, you will want to tune in. Okay. So we're doing 10-inch poufs all the way around. We've done top and bottom. So now we're just using up our extra mesh. Okay. And I'm using mine up because I like my wreaths to be full. Okay. And mesh sticks to everything. So remember, if you're not sure, use your ruler. And you're going to measure out 10 inches. Okay. I'm going to go all the way around. Oh no. Okay. And keep going. See how full it is already? I love this color. It's really, really pretty. This will be a good color for Easter, baby showers. It's a pretty color. Just 2 ties, 10 inches. We'll go back around the bottom. Get it good and full. I'm telling you, if you are wanting to get started with selling wreaths, the best advertisement is your own front door. You make your wreath pretty for your front door and people come by or they ride and walking by and they're like, oh my goodness, look at that beautiful wreath. People certainly like pretty things, and the best advertisement is your own. Okay. How my ladies doing? How y'all doing? Okay. So let's talk about when we get to the end. So you should have your second zip tie. We had 2 zip ties in our kit. You should have your second one. Okay. And you're going to put it in here. Look. 4 inches away from your last tie. And remember, the zip ties are merely to secure your mesh. Nothing is worse than selling somebody a wreath and they get it home and the wreath comes apart. So the zip ties give it the extra security. Okay, you're going to put it through the middle. You got your last 10-inch poof. Flip this over. Okay. I'm going to put it in here. So you use one to start it, and you're going to use one to end it. And remember what I said, ladies, if your hands hurt, you're going to have to get you some needle noses and pull it tight. Now, Miss Porter, you know you got to get something on that front door. But we are the worst when we make everything for other people and we forget about ourselves, right? Okay. So you only should have cut your mesh one time. You're going to cut it off here. One of the things is I like to do as less cuts as possible. Okay, and I do have a little bit left. We're not going to use it for anything. All right, so now we have it all on here. You're going to go through and spread your puffs, okay? Open them up. Make them nice and fluffy. Valentine's, well, that's not too bad, Vicki, because Valentine's isn't that far. The time is moving pretty fast. But I think we have like 16 days until spring. Isn't that crazy? Okay, so you're going to go back through and open up all your puffs. Make them nice and fluffy. Okay. We're going to go all the way around it. And this will be a perfect one. You can put it if you have a Etsy shop, if you have a Facebook page, or you put it on your own front door. It'll be a perfect one. So you're going to open up your ties as you're going. Yep. This is like a butter yellow. It is so pretty. It's like soft, a soft color. Then it has sprinkles of this brightness, the silver in it, like the glitter. How you ladies doing? Let me know. Am I going too fast? Now I'm just waiting for you to catch up. Miss Davis, this is time if you want to catch up. You're just going to go around and open up your Wreath forms. And guys, what I always do is after I open them up, I did too. After I open it up, I always want to look at it and see if it looks off, if it's somewhere I need to go in here and fix it. So you see, you cannot even see where I use the zip ties, can you? Yep, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Yep. Miss Porter, I was the same exact way. I always had something on my door, always just being creative, like, oh, let me try that. And then I started my business, and it's like I get everybody else's done, and by the time I get to mine, we're in a new season. Okay, so we have all of that done. And so we're not going to put them on, but I want to show you the ribbon selection that I picked. I picked the yellow and white stripes and flip-flops. Look. So this is the sign. Look at that flip-flop wreath. Look at that flip-flop ribbon. Isn't that the cutest ribbon ever? I thought that was so cute. Okay, awesome. Okay, Miss Gwen, gotcha. Okay, so then we had, some of you got the pink roll, and some of you got the purple roll. This is purple. Okay, and so we cut those. On the instructions, it says you're going to cut them at 10 inches. So I've already got some cut up, but I saved a couple of pieces so we can cut them together. Okay. If you do not have a mat, that is okay. Baby steps, ladies. Don't go and get into a bunch of debt before you're ready. Baby steps. This is why I sent the ruler. So if you do not have a mat, you're going to measure 10 inches with this ruler, okay? And if you don't, then, and I'm just simply using my cell phone. This is my water. This is the splash water. I love this water. Okay. So if you don't have the Fiskars, you will measure out your 10 inches with your ruler. Oh, it would be really pretty. And then you would simply cut it with the scissors. Okay. And once you measure the first one, you will put it down here on the next one. I always use my cell phone because it's normally right beside me. And hold it to the side and then cut the next one, okay? If you have the Fiskars, you will put them down. And I always say this, guys, but please be careful with these Fiskars. They are not forgiving. They will slice you. And you'll cut this next one, okay? So you should come out with, there are 18 ties on here. And if we're going to do 2 rows to a tie, you will come out with 36 cuts of 10 inches. Okay? And so what we are going to do is you're going to just roll it up. You're going to give it a loose, can you see what I'm doing? A loose roll. You don't want it really tight. Just kind of roll it loosely. You can hold it in your fingers. I'm gonna do one purple, one pink, but you're gonna do 2 rows. You can do, if you got pink, you're gonna do 2 pink or 2 purple. And I like to put them in an X like this. See? And we're gonna start at the bottom and put them down at the bottom. And stand it up. Okay. And we're going to go to the next one. And then you alternate which one that you're going to put on top. Like this last one, I put the purple on top. So this time the purple is going to go at the bottom. Now, if you have all one color, you'll just put all one color together and put them in there. If you can't hold it, you can use, look, a chip clip. That'll hold it for you. Do that. Put them in an X. You want to give your wreath some dimension. Okay. We're going to go to the next one and put it in here. And then you're just going to twist it one good time because you still have to come back and do your ribbon. Okay. We're going to go all the way around. I love how it looks already. And then if you have the bow dabber, look at this. You use the bow dabber. And you roll it like this is already rolled up. Look. Put it right here to hold it for you. And you alternate. I purchased this bow dabber. I think I ordered it off Amazon. I'll put, after the video, I'll go back and put my affiliate links up for you guys. You can go and it'll be a list of my favorite things you can click on and see. And guys, what I did when I first started out was I just started buying a little at a time. I decided what made a list is what order most important things to me, and then set goals. And once I made this amount, I was able to buy this. And once I made this amount, I was able to buy this. Okay, so her Facebook page is called Wall Decor by Faye. Oh, that's cute. So let's go show her some love, guys, on Facebook after our live tonight. Like and share her page. If you have a Facebook page, please put it here. If you'd like to get notified of our next wreath kit, please leave your email and I'll send you an email. Okay. And so if you use your bow dabber, you can do multiple ones at a time. And then you don't have to hold your hands in them. You can take them off as you get to them. And we're going all the way around the bottom. So, and the reason I say let's go from the bottom to the top, that way you don't miss any ties or loops. Okay? You don't miss any ties or loops as you go. Can't get to that right now. And I like using my bow dabber because I can put in several at a time. And open it. Give me 1 second. This is my brother. He is so excited. I'll have to tell you guys. So he did not know that I sent him a gift today. Because he's an amazing, he is a lifetime educator. He got his master's in education. I'm just so proud of him. But I sent him a wreath and he didn't know it was coming. So he is calling me excited because he wants to open it. And I told him, it was a note on there, told him he could not open it until I am on the phone with him. Okay. So y'all will have to join us on my Facebook page at Unbewreathable tonight as we do that. I love him. Absolutely. We have to be helpers one unto another. Absolutely. So I was saying that, guys, the reason you want to go around the bottom first is that you don't want to miss any ties and have gaps in your wreath, okay? Look how it's looking already. This is how it should start looking, ladies. You see this? And gentlemen. Okay? Pretty colors. And you're going to alternate how you put them in. You want to make sure that you're putting them in at the tie about the halfway mark. Okay? That way it doesn't make it lopsided. So were the instructions pretty clear, ladies, for you guys? Did anybody have a hard time with prepping for the live tonight? This is a learning experience for me as well. So if if it's something that we can do better, certainly we want to do that. And keep going all the way around. Awesome. Thank you for your email. I will be sure to get that information to you. See how easy it is when you use this bow dabber to hold it. So if you have any issues, I have some ladies that say that they can't hold all of the ribbons or ties together. You can use this bow dabber to help you out. It's a wonderful little tool. I love it. And remember, you're not you don't want your mesh so tight because you want it to have a whimsical look when you're done with it, okay? You want it to be. If you're just tuning in, we are working on our flip-flop wreath. It is on a 24-inch wreath form. We have the yellow 21-inch deco mesh and the 10. Awesome. Thank you, Miss Gwen. The 10-inch mesh. Some kits had purple. Some had the pink. And we're doing the poof and roll method. Okay. And if you had extra mesh or ribbons left over, it's okay. Because I put in extra because if you had a miscut or, if you wanted to try making a bow with it, I just wanted you to have just a little bit extra. So it's not that you did anything wrong, okay? Put it on top. And then if you just have the extra and you want to save it for another wreath that you could possibly do or something else, by all means, you already have it. Okay. Pretty, pretty. Okay, so this is the last one at the bottom. So now we're going to move. Hi, Carmen. We're going to move up to the top. And so you're going to make sure that your rows are kind of standing up against each other, up against your mesh. And then we're going to go up to the top. Okay? We don't want the rows so tight. We want them kind of loose because you want to give your wreath some dimension. Okay. And so I need about, let me see how many more cuts. That's 1, 2. So I need 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more purple. Okay. Now we're going up to the top. Remember, you're going to alternate what's on the top and what color's on the bottom if you are using 2 colors. If you're using 1 color, it doesn't matter. One thing I do want you to remember is to put your rows at an X. And I'm going to show you what I mean by that. Let me cut some more of these. I need about 6. So we're cutting our rows at 10 inches. You're going to cut your 10-inch mesh at 10 inches. Remember, I told you if you don't have a mat, that's okay. You're going to cut the first one and then take that and measure the next one by it and cut it with your scissors. And I need 6 more. That's what I tell my ladies. Don't get caught up in having all of the tools because you can do the very same thing with your regular scissors. You want to focus in on, I'm more concerned about you focusing on getting the technique down than having the perfect tools. Okay? But we talk about that in my Unbewreathable journey. It's my ladies who have started or trying to start their wreath business. And it's to help pace you, you know, because it can get, if you are a creative, such as myself, remember if you don't have a bow dabber, you use a chip clip. You can get these at the Dollar Tree. I think it's like 6 in a pack. But if you're a creative, it's easy for us to get overwhelmed, right? Because we want to do everything at one time. I'm going to move this out the way so you can see what I'm doing, guys. We want to do everything at one time. We want it to be a certain way. So that's one of the things that I teach my guys and girls is to be patient with yourself. Literally in my instructions, it says you will need scissors and patience. So look, you have 2 rows. I want you to put them at an X. See how they stand up differently from each other? Right. And so then it gives you some dimension to your wreath. Okay? See, look at that. If you're new to our page tonight, don't forget to subscribe, like our page. You can share this link on Facebook and invite your friends. Okay. You can put it here. I do make bows with the Badabra. I actually think the Badabra is easier than the Easy Bow to me. I mean, I like them both, but if it came down to it and I only had to pick one, I would pick the Badabra. And I'm putting them at an X. See? Because if you lay them all the same exact way, then everything is going to go the same exact way. And you want your wreath to have some dimension to it, okay? Okay. So we're going around the top. Awesome. In fact, I made a bow tonight for this wreath, and I used the Badabra. I like the Badabra. So I have to do a video showing you guys how you could use that. Okay. And Remember, we're putting it at the X. We're alternating. Is everybody okay? How's your wreath? Tell me how your wreaths are looking, ladies. And remember, once you finish it, look, I'll let you, after live, go back and mess with it a little bit. But take pictures and put them on my page so I can see them. This is your creation. And remember, guys, it does not have to look like mine to be perfect, right? This is your creation. This is your masterpiece. We're doing it in the X. We do it in the X to give it dimension. This is your masterpiece. Make it your own. This tutorial is simply a guide, okay? Simply a guide. And then, you know, once you get comfortable making your wreaths and everything, you're going to be like, oh, shoot, I don't even do it that way no more. And it's okay. It is okay. You know, we have to be helpers one unto another, okay? Somebody had to help me, and so I am on a journey to help others. Yep. It is not available. I actually sold out. I will be getting some more in. If you like to purchase it, I sure will. I can send you the information, but we sold out of it, but I'm going to be getting some more in. They went pretty fast. It's a good seller. But we will be getting some more in. Because this is not just this is a good, nice, pretty summer wreath. I was watching, they were doing like a hi there. Thank you. They were doing a Lori from Hardworking Mom and Amanda from Hazy Hearts. They were doing a wreath off, and they were making the exact same. They both had the exact same wreath kit, but it came out. That's okay. They came out two totally different ways, and they were both beautiful. So there's no right or wrong. Okay? So this is how it should look once you get your rows in. And you're going to go through, look, and stand up your poufs, right? Just go through and stand them up. See how that's looking? Thank you. So, yep. So now we got the base. It looks pretty. This is pretty. This is a good full wreath, guys. It looks good. It's not heavy either. Okay. So now we have our ribbon. And so if you have 18 ties, then you're going to need 36 ribbons. Yes, it is so, it's pretty already. How's yours looking, Doris? How's it coming along over there? So you're going to need 36 ribbons. That's how you keep up with it. So for every tie that we count, like the ties in here, you count your ties when you start. And so for every tie, I use a guide as 2 ribbons to a tie, okay? Now, you may not want 2 ribbons. You may want 1. Sometimes if you have 3 or 4 ribbons, you can do that. Okay, so you're going to put your ribbons together. You're going to pull them up to make sure they're halfway and bunch them up. Okay? And then we're going to go back around the bottom again and put the ribbons in at the bottom. Okay? You're going to move them. You're going to take your hands and spread them out. That gives it that natural curl. And I am using wired ribbon. This is 2.5 inches. This ribbon came from Sam's Pottery. Okay? I'm going to go around the bottom. Let me tell you something. This is so pretty already. I was so excited. I don't know who was more excited, me or the people who purchased the kits to make this kit. You're gonna bunch them up in the middle, and so then you alternate, guys. Whichever one, again, just like the mesh, whichever one you used on the bottom the last time, you switch it and use that one on the top the next one. So you got a good mix going. I think I was excited because of I like the ribbon choices. I like flip-flops. I like summertime, and this was when I was putting the kits together, I was like, oh my goodness, I just cannot wait for it all to come together. Okay. So we're going to go, remember we're going around the bottom so we don't miss anything. Yep. This one is not too hard. Like I only have 2 selections though, but when I have 3 and 4 ribbons, thank you. I am so confused. So I have to go through and put my ribbons together before I start my wreath because I'll spend another 30 minutes deciding which ribbon to put where. So I'm going to show you guys. And it'll be this. So this video might be a little long now. I'll go back and edit it so we can get to the meat of things if you're watching the replay. But for teaching purposes, I want to make sure that my people get it. So you see how the ribbon, we're at the bottom. You see how it's going in? You're going to make sure you smooth it out with your fingers. Just kind of move it out. It's wire ribbon. It'll be okay. We're just going around the bottom. So we did a yellow on top. Now the flip-flop will go on top. I thought so. I will tell I love ribbon. Oh my goodness. I love ribbon. And I love that you don't have to do the traditional colors anymore. We were doing bows the other day, and Amanda said, you know, you could do blue with anything because you wear blue jeans with anything. And, you know, like a light bulb went off in my head. I'm like, whoo, that is a good point. Okay, and you want to spread your ribbon out. That gives another dimension to your wreath. Okay. Remember, we're folding it in the middle. My ribbon is cut at 12 inches each. Okay. And then we went in and ducktail it. Don't worry about if you have frayed edges right now. We're going to go back and fix that. I'm going to go back and fix it. Okay, let's see. So we're going all the way around the bottom. And I highly suggest you do this and don't skip from top to bottom because then you have the tendency to miss a tie when you do that. So start at the bottom. Remember that word, patience, guys. Yes, I certainly have a ribbon problem. Remember that patience word, guys. You got to be patient with yourself. I will tell you, if you are rushing, don't make the wreath. Just wait until you can focus in on your wreath. Don't rush because you're just going to get frustrated with yourself. And fold it in the middle. I am loving these colors. Yes, thank you, Miss Deborah. Thank you, Mari. Good evening, Mari. Awesome, awesome. Remember, I told you it does not have to look exactly like mine's. This is your own creation. So if you put some spins on it, or you could add flowers to it if you wanted to. All kinds of little things. But make it yours. One thing about wreath making and crafts, no matter what, if you're making crafts, if you're doing t-shirts, there is no wrong answer for creativity. Some of my very best ideas have came from mistakes. Have came from mistakes. Like I made a mistake and I didn't do it, and I go back and look and I'm like, oh, I like that. Well, maybe I'll keep it like that. So don't get worried about that. And a lot of times nobody knows that you it's not right but you. So try not to be so hard on yourself. I always tell my team that as long as we don't murder anybody, we can fix it. Okay? I'm gonna put it on in here. So we're going across. We got them at the last one on the bottom. Okay. Then we're going to move up to the top. This is the last one. Remember, you're going to smooth it out with your hands. Yeah, some of my best ideas. Okay, so look, we've got the bottom row in. Isn't that the cutest? Oh my goodness, that is really, really cute. All right, so then we're going up to the top. I'm going to fold them in half. I will tell you, if you're truly serious about developing your skill, YouTube needs to be your friend, because you have so many people on here, so many tutorials on here. You need to come and just spend some time on YouTube looking at the different things. Okay. We're going around. That one's at the top, so I'll go to the bottom first. Yes. It needs to be your friend. I'm going to just make sure you got it in here, because I'll show you with these, with your ties, if you are going to put flowers in your wreaths, your ties are a good place to attach your flowers to with the glue, because they hold the glue well. Or your picks or things, you want to utilize those ties in there if that's what you want to do. If not, then we'll just go through and cut them off. No biggie. Okay. And fold it. And even if it's your hobby, find somebody that you like, that's easy to follow, and just kind of follow along until you're comfortable enough to do anything different. Like I have some of my people tonight, I told them, if you don't want to make the wreath tonight, just watch tonight and kind of get the details in. And then you go back when you're sitting alone and there's no time constraints on it. You go back in and make your wreath. And you can play and pause it. Yep. I started, it probably was YouTube, but I wasn't using YouTube back then. I had a friend and she used to do like weddings. She did my wedding. But she would do weddings and church events and everything. And she took me under her wing, and we used to sit in her living room floor many, many days making all kinds of stuff. And that's how I got started. How I started to perfect my craft was YouTube. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4 more 12-inch flip-flops. And so I'm going to measure here. Measure the first one. And then I'm going to take this one and measure the next one. Okay. I'll tell you, so that's what I was saying earlier, is that I made a list and I was like, you know, on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is it that I have, let's say, my mat, you know, and you set yourself goals and say, okay, if I make $50, I'm going to purchase my mat. Hardworking mom. Yeah, so that's how I stumbled across Hardworking Mom. I was on YouTube one day and I don't even know what I was doing. And I will tell you though, her site changed my life. It's one of the very best decisions and choices I ever made. Okay, so I needed 4 more. I already have 4 more here. I don't know how I do that, but I do it every time. So to cut your ducktails, you're going to always cut away from you. Okay. So that they lay right. You're going to always cut away. Let me tell you, so I had ladies on here that they said, well, I want a kit, but can I get it with the ribbon already cut? I don't want to make any mistakes. And so we did. We sold something like that, and it turned out really well for them. And it was new, and because they told me, I would have never thought to even offer that. But you know, so certainly if you are following somebody or you're purchasing something, you never know unless you ask. But it turned out really well. So they received the kits already cut. It was an additional charge, but they were already cut and ready to go. All they had to do was assemble. Okay, so now let's go to the bottom. And it's important to get with somebody that has patience. Let me tell you, because nothing's worse than trying to learn from somebody who you're frustrated and they're frustrated. So you want to make sure you get with somebody that has patience. You're going to hear me. I will say that word a lot because I like that word. It's important. Okay. So let's see. Just going around the top. Oh my goodness. I get so excited when I'm almost done. I'm like, oh, hurry up because I can see it. I can see it coming together. Any questions, guys? How's your wreath looking? Let me know if you have any questions. You know, in my kits, I like to send out just different, unique ribbons, right? Because things that you wouldn't normally think to buy. That's the whole joy of getting a kit. And I will tell you another thing. I don't tell what ribbons are going to be in the kit because I think it is great to surprise them, you know, and when they open it, they're like, oh my goodness. So I don't tell which ribbons we pick out. I always leave my ribbons as a surprise. I'll tell the sign, the mesh color, but I keep the ribbons a secret. It's like opening a Christmas present. That's how I like to think of it. Yep. One more. Awesome sauce. So normally I am Yes, have a blessed night. Thank you for stopping by. Normally I am live on my Facebook page, Unbewreathable, every Wednesday at 8 p.m. That's where you can find me, making all kinds of pretty stuff, laughing and talking with my people. Look at that. Isn't this cute? Good night, Lori. So yes, so we got our ribbons in. And so I sent them the sign. On the back of the sign, I attached the zip tie holders, okay? And this is what you're going to attach your zip ties to. So you should have your not your zip ties, I'm sorry, your pipe cleaners. You should have your 2 pipe cleaners. You're going to put in here. And I put one at the top. Okay, that seems to be the theme. I want to see them when y'all finish, though. Please, please send me a picture. Tag me. So I put one at the top and one at the bottom over here. That'll give you some security. And so you look at it and you decide where you want your, do you want your sign in the middle? Do you want it on the side? Do you want it at the bottom? I'm going to put my sign at the middle, in the middle, because I did go back and I made a bow out of my extra ribbon. And so I'm going to put the bow on here as well. So I'm going to put mine in the middle. And so you're going to put them in here, and don't worry about messing up your mesh. Your mesh will forgive you. It is durable. It will bounce back. You're going to attach it. You want it tight. You're going to kind of dig in here. Okay. Okay, so you get that one on. One thing I like about the mesh is that it makes your wreath nice and full. It's so pretty. You don't want it so tight that you're smushing it. Have we determined if that was a word? That you're smushing your mesh, but we're going to go back around and fix that. So don't worry about that either, okay? Okay, so then we're going to flip it over and make sure you get it on here tight. And what I'm doing is I'm wrapping it around the bottom, okay? Just for extra security, so it doesn't come apart, okay? We're always going to do the shake. It's the shake test. Make sure it's not coming off. Let's go back and fix our ribbons. Okay. And so if you have a kit, there you have it. And you're going to go back in. Now, if you wanted to, and say you had some flowers, ladies and gentlemen, guys and girls. So I'm going back in and just making sure that I can see all of my ribbon, okay? Because when you put, or your customer or client puts their wreath up, they're not just looking at it from the front. They look, you got it all over. So you want to make sure all over looks good. And so let me show you. Let's just say by chance, if we wanted to put some flowers in here. I'm not going to put no flowers on mine, but I just want to show you because I think it's so pretty without it. It is a word? Okay. So let's say we wanted to put some flowers in here. Look how cute that is. You see? And you would just stick them right there. That's really pretty. And you could do yellow flowers, purple, some green if you want to. Make it your own. So if you purchase the kit, this is how, and I am not going to take this little string off. I might go back and cut this string off. I left the string on your signs because if you want to take it off and use it for something else later, you certainly can. So let's move her up a little bit. So if you have a kit, this is how it looks. See? It should be something similar to this, and it's got all the nice, bright, pretty colors. You see? Where's the beach? I know. Doesn't this make you want to go get in the water? And so I'm going to add my bow. This is the bow I made with the bow dabber. I'm going to add it right down here and put it on here. But I'm not going to add it because in case you didn't make it, I want you to see what the finished product looks like. Okay? I'm going to take a picture and put it up on our Facebook page so you can see it and have it as a guide. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. As I know some of you are going to go back and make it about anything and let me know. I'll be glad to help. That's what we're here for. I just don't sell the kit and walk away. I want to make sure that you make a nice, beautiful wreath for your home. Okay? Remember not to get frustrated. Patience is the key. Thank you so much for everybody who tuned in to us. This is our very first YouTube tutorial that we didn't upload from Facebook. We're actually here on YouTube. So I was so excited. So thank you everybody who did join. Please don't forget to subscribe. And if you have a YouTube or Facebook page, leave your information here so we can like and follow your page as well. You all have a great night. Thank you.